What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be reviewing definitely one of the best albums of all time. As a matter of fact, Rolling Stone magazine listed it as the number 3 greatest album of all time. So that in itself is pretty bold statement. And a lot of people think this is this band's best album. And if you've heard this by now, you obviously know what we're talking about. We're talking about 1966's Revolver. This is considered really the last early Beatles album, even though I kind of consider it the beginning of the latter stage of their career, because this really started their musical journey that ended up with Sgt. Pepper's and Magical Mystery Tour and the White Album and everything that would follow that. So I consider this album to pretty much start the late Beatles, even though it's still considered early Beatles. I mean, there's still elements of the early Beatles, but I mean, with all the different stuff going on in this album, I consider it the starting point of their second half of their music career. But yes, this album is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably my favorite Beatles album the more I listen to it, because there's not a bad tune on it. There's nothing that you can fault this album for. It's just that good. And it is definitely, I would say, a top 5 album of all time. And this is the 2012 re-release issue here, of the album on vinyl, and this is it's just an amazing album. It's got so many good tunes on it, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the songs and review the songs. First song on the album is Taxman, which you heard a minute ago. That song is just awesome. It's one of the best George Harrison songs, in my opinion. It might be my favorite George Harrison song besides While My Guitar Gently Weeps, rather. But yeah, that song is just awesome. Great opener. Second song, which is playing now, Eleanor Rigby, probably the most known song on the album, or one of the top 2 probably. This is probably my favorite song on the album. I mean, it might be cliche to say, but it really is. It's just awesome. It is just an awesome song. I can listen to it over and over, and I mean, one of the best, maybe my favorite Beatles song of all time. It just depends on what day it is, because there's so many good ones. But yeah, Eleanor Rigby, awesome song. Next song after that is I'm Only Sleeping. Great John Lennon sung song. This song is awesome. One of my top 5 on the album. It's just, I love the way the song flows, and it's just a great song. And John sounds great on it as usual. Next song will be Love You Too, and that's another George Harrison song. This is a more like Indian style, trippier kind of song. Kind of reminds me of Within You Without You on Sgt. Pepper's, but I actually like this song better than that. It's another George Harrison song, but I love this song. It's really, really good. One of the best on the album. And then the 5th song is Here, There, and Everywhere. This might be one of the best ballads of all time. It definitely has to be one of the best ballads of all time by Paul McCartney. This is just an awesome, touching, beautiful song. Just so easy, and it's just awesome. It's one of the best songs of all time, in my opinion. Definitely ballads. One of the best on the album. Then the next song is Yellow Submarine. Ringo's probably most known song that he's sang. I mean, this song, it is what it is. I mean, it's a kid song pretty much, but it's obviously catchy, and it's one of their biggest hits. I mean, it's not one of maybe my favorite on the album, but I mean, what can you say, to criticize it besides it's overplayed or whatever. But yeah, a good song there. Then the last song on side 1 is She Said, She Said, sung by John Lennon. Another great song, pretty underrated song, really. I consider it one of the better ones on the album, top half of the album, which is saying a lot for an album like this. But yeah, another great song. Kind of some dark lyrics in that, even though you can't really tell if you're just listening to the song by itself. Side 2 kicks off with Good Day Sunshine, just another great song. This is by Paul McCartney. This is just a really happy going song, and it's just like if you're in a good mood, you just want to listen to this song. It's a great song. Then the next song is And Your Bird Can Sing, sung by John Lennon. Another really good song, catchy song. One of the better, well, I don't know about one of the better because there's so many, but it is one of the, best songs on the album as far as that goes. But yeah, another good song. Then the next song is my second favorite song on this album, For No One, sung by Paul McCartney. This is probably, in my opinion, the most underrated Beatles song of all time. I absolutely adore this song. It's so good. Like, it is one of the best songs they've ever written, and it's so underrated, and I love it to death, and it's my second favorite on the album besides Eleanor Rigby. Next song, Dr. Robert, sung by John Lennon. Another good song. Not one of my favorites, but it is a good song, and I certainly, never skip it, so good song there. Some people think it's one of the best on the album, and it's a good song for sure. Next song is I Want to Tell You, sung by George Harrison. This is a good song. It's probably my least favorite on the album.
but it is a good song by George Harrison. At first I didn't really like it that much, but I've gotten more into it recently, so it's a good song. Probably my least favorite on the album, but still. And then the next song is Got to Get You Into My Life, sung by Paul McCartney. Another really good song, really catchy, one of the most known songs on the album. That's a good song as well. And the last song on the album is the epic Tomorrow Never Knows, sung by John Lennon. This song right here is one of the trippiest songs ever written. I mean, this song is just epic. This pretty much is one of the first instances that I can think of psychedelic rock. This song is just amazing. Great way to end the album. John Lennon, I mean, he just kills this song. That song is so awesome. Even if you don't like psychedelic music, this is a song that you need to like because it's just awesome. So yeah, this album it's flawless. I'm gonna call it like it is. It really is. If I was to rate this album, I'd definitely have to give it probably a 10 out of 10. I mean, there's not a weak point on the album. So that's my review of Revolver. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I think it's probably the Beatles' best album and probably my favorite Beatles album. So yeah, thanks y'all. Thank you for watching, and more videos will be in the future. Thank you.